Hello and welcome back to the Jaffa Factory Tech Overload. We are back here for episode 18 already, back here in our lovely Jaffa Factory world. Now, we are going to be continuing what we were working on last episode, which is the production of slime balls, and therefore lime dye. Now, there's a few things I'm going to need to do today to actually make this possible. I've just been looking into them. At the moment, we are making bone meal, so we don't actually need to worry about bones. We can say, yes, we have completed the bone section. Cactus, we are also making that. Jaffa cakes, we are making those. Well, sorry, not Jaffa cakes. Jaffa oranges, we are making those. Now, do I need to actually tick this off, or how do I don't know if I can tick this off, or if I got to actually have some in my inventory. Basically, we are already automating all of those. So that is good. Let's go through this list and just double check to see where we're at. I'll grab some oranges, see if that's something I have to hand in or something along those lines. No, I just can't tick this one off. That's fine. Right, we won't tick that one off. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So we go back into there. We are also producing wheat. Eggs we are not. Sugarcane we're not. Milk and chocolate we are not. So we're basically about halfway there on the base things. However, I want to work on phase 2 for a lot of these because they're nice, easy crafting recipes basically. Turning this cactus into green dye, that's just going to be cooking it. And then to turn the bone meal into white dye, I actually want to use an enrichment chamber. Although we can just craft it, using the enrichment chamber will double it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I want to remember how you actually make an enrichment chamber, because I don't want to just create a regular one. I want to make an enrichment factory. So, enrichment chamber, these are the enrichment factories that we want to make. However, first, we're going to need to make some, so we just osmium and redstone, which is fine. Got plenty of both. Let's just make up a bunch of circuits, because we're going to end up needing them for different things. We're going to use a lot of these factories for different things in the future, I believe. So, let's put those through there. It should be nice and quick. I don't know if it's 1-to-1. Does it seem to be? No, it's 2-to-1. So we'll end up making 32 of these, but yeah. So, to make the enrichment chamber, to begin with, we will need this. We need to make a machine frame, which just needs some glass. We don't have any glass, apparently. So let's just make, like, 20. Should start making that. Enrichment chamber. Have we managed to get the glass for that yet? Not quite. And also, are we low on steel? What did I use all our steel for? I know I used... Oh, I think I made a load of cables, didn't I? Oh, well, that's fun. That's going to take us some time to make. We'll have to do that in just a second. So it's just coal and iron, though, I believe. If I remember rightly. So I just need double the coal to what I use iron. So coal. Just take like 2 stacks and a stack of iron. Like that. We've got plenty of all of those. So now this is done. We're then going to go coal, iron, and another stack. So then as these are done, we then just put them back through. Easy enough. I do maybe want to speed through it a little bit though. So maybe we get to 10 and then we do that and then we put the iron back in. Yeah, let's do that. So I can get the 10 steel out that I'm going to need. I believe we're going to need just 4, hopefully. So let's then cook that off. Yeah, we'll get these few done. We just need to remember to put them back through. I do want to actually automate production of steel, and it's fairly easy to do. We just need to actually get around to doing it. So there's that 4 steel. Let's put this in as well. Let's get that cooking off. And hopefully that will then mean, with 1 more glass, which we have made now, 1 steel casing, then enrichment chamber, like so. And then I want to turn that to an enriching factory, like that. How do we make the advanced ones? So we just need those and some enriched iron, is it called? I can't remember. Infused alloy. Sorry, they've changed names and bits, I think. I don't really know. So 2 of these. So we're going to make at least the advanced factory. I don't think we can really make the elite. It's a bit more expensive. We need a bunch of reinforced alloy. How do I make... Oh, I've got a bunch. Okay, that might be possible. Let's just make these. So I need to make 4 of these, which is fine. So 2 of those. So then to make 2 of... That's what I already just made, right? Never mind, I am being stupid. Recipe, make 2 of those. And then I can use that to make this the Elite Enriched Factory. That should be enough. I do potentially want to make some speed upgrades as well if I can afford those. I don't know if I can. Just a bunch of osmium dust and infused alloy. That should be easy. So redstone, iron, and then we're going to have to put this back over to there. That'll take a moment, but then it'll be nice and easy for us. So yeah, then I'm going to need some osmium. I will then... Oh, I've already got a bunch of osmium on me. Why have I got that already? I don't remember what I was using that for. Can I redo it through the enrichment? No, it needs to be through the crusher. In which case, I'm better off doing it in the pulverizer because this seems a bit quicker. Okay, just give that a minute to do those. See, this is going to be a moment. But yeah, essentially, this is Elite Enrichment Factory. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, did I count that right? Yeah, I did. 7 processing outputs as opposed to 1. So it just is going to speed everything up so much. It's going to be so dramatic of an increase that, you know, instead of just having, 7 of these machines lined up, it's much cheaper in the long run as well. Take some of that. Come on, hurry up, machines. Start kicking off that steel dust. And yes, so from there, I'm also going to want, I believe, it's called the mechanical mixer. Now I'm going to be using this for some shapeless crafting recipes. Do I not have andesite casings? Casings, I do not apparently. Let's just make like 20. I only need 1, but it means that we're going to have them there for these crafting recipes. Come on, you can do it, machine. You've got this. We have got a setup made to do that. However, the process of first cutting the wood into strip logs does take a moment. There we go. So there's our mechanical mixer. And then is it a basin we need? It is a basin. A basin, sorry. There we go, we've got that. So I don't think this is going to be a very space efficient design. However, I do want to make it a little bit more compact if I can get away with it, because it just looks a lot prettier that way. I'm not very good at that in Create at the moment though. I'm slowly getting a little bit better, but it's taking a while to get used to it. So we've got our basin and mechanical mixer. We're going to need to keep going back for extra things on the way. So our cactus also needs cooking. So we could do with making a factory. We're cooking that off really. Yeah, let's do that. Unless we use a encased fan system. But although that can be pretty quick, it's still not the most efficient, I don't think. Let's just make a factory for now. So we want a powered... What's the actual furnace called in Mechanism? I can never remember. It is here somewhere. Or is it called like a smelter? I think it's called a smelter. It is. An energized smelter. That's the one we want. So make a machine casing and then an energized smelter. I need to make that into a basic factory. And then 4 of these. 2, 3. No, not quite. Almost though, because we've got these over here. There we go. We're slowly making those. 3, 4. And then how many of our nice bright blue ones do we have? 9. Is that going to be enough? No, I don't think it is it? How many we need to... Let's see. Advanced smelting factory. And then the elite one is going to be a... Am I literally 1 short? I think I am, aren't I? No, I'm not. I can do that. So... Then make the elite smelting factory. Perfect. It's really good. We're using a lot of mechanism today. However, it will be worth it in the long run. So there's that steel. We'll put that back into the system. That's helpful for us to have for the time being. I didn't mean to do that. Let me grab my factory back out of there. And the osmium dust is going to be for speed upgrades. Which means that we're going to be sucking power. However, it should be so worth it. What do we want out of glass? Perhaps it's almost worth us teaching the system how to make speed upgrades, but we'll see. We'll give it a moment. I'll continue that craft over the other side. So what are we going to need? I mean, firstly, I think we're going to do this on this level. However, we're going to be looking into doing a second level, well, a third level, I suppose, very soon. But in the meantime, what are we needing to run through here? So, firstly, we want to turn our bone meal into white dye. So we're going to have the enrichment chamber. Let's do it like this way. We also want to turn cactus green into, well, turn the cactus into cactus green. Or green dye, whatever they just call it nowadays. Suppose that we've got everything pretty much coming into this system. So let's get some exporters. Let's make 2 of those. In fact, they are not the fastest way of doing it, are they? Interfaces are the best way to do that. They're a bit more expensive, but there's a much quicker way of doing it. Let's make some more speed upgrades. I want like 4 in each or something, at least. 12 will do us for now. Right. See how many they can each take. Throw like 6 into there. That should be fine. Power them from the bottom. In fact, we've got a line right there to power them. So, I want... what are those called again? Conductor... They're called... what are they called? Universal cables, that's the one. It's been a couple of days since I've played. We've got some elite ones here. We may as well, at least. Have we got enough space to run it back? No, we'll just do it out of here. We'll have it ready for when we upgrade them. So they are now powered. And then we want our interfaces. Then I want to grab actually some... What are the mechanical? No, these are the liquid ones. We want logistical transporters, that's the one. Can I go up from elite? I don't think I can right now, can I? The atomic alloys are just a nightmare to make. Let's not worry about those just yet. So I want to have that. Configure these in the middle. Interface. Then have that as pulled out. You probably can have them go directly in from the interface, but I haven't worked out with the refined storage ones. You could always do that with what are they called? The AE ones. However, you could just make it so like you set a direction and it would automatically push. However, hopefully this will be okay. So from here, I want to... Do I just cable it from here or do I go underneath? Let's at least go underneath. It looks a little bit better. So our cables. Let's see if there's a line anywhere under here that we can go to, or if we just go back up. No, we'll go back up. So from here. Don't want to pick up anything that's dropped. So that's the issue with having, you know, our cables going everywhere around this base, is it's a bit of a nightmare to find everything. Yep, so they are here. Perfect. And they are connected to the system. And I basically just want to tell this to keep... I mean, firstly, we need to add a external storage over here. So I don't think I've added one yet. No, I have not. Run this over here. We're going to need more cables and we're going to need an external storage. So external storage, start making that. And I want cables. Make like 64, will it do that? Seems to. Oh wow, it's made a lot more than that. Right. So then external storage here. This will just allow us to add the cactus into our system. We'll have access to that and make it much, much easier if I don't keep breaking things and misplacing stuff. I'll just cover that over again in a minute. Right. External storage, set that to extract only. And then I can cover this all over. That is that now all hooked in. Amazing. So from there, I want to go to however much cactus we have. Perfect. And that needs to go to the smelting factory. So that will then always keep a bunch of cactus. Amazing. Like that. And then this needs to be bone meal. So we do exactly the same with bone meal. Like that. We're making a bunch of dyes. Now, from there, we then want to pull out into... Can I make it auto-eject with these? I think so. Make the right output right, and then auto-eject? I put that there. Does that put them in? It does. Amazing. And then I can just have this like so. Pull out of there. And then a mechanical mixer. Now it's going to be actually wiring this in that's going to be an issue because I'm going to have to like pull from here maybe? What's our nearest create power that we can use? It would be here. Right. Let's put a vertical gearbox here. Oh no, it's going to be this way we need to go. And then I believe I can just... Actually, that should be fairly easy. Just, they look like they're on the same level, so just a couple shafts. Let's make like a few more of those. And then a cog, a little one. And a belt. Belt. Got a whole bunch of those. I believe it literally should be as easy as that. Right. Oh, we want to disconnect this. That's not ideal. And then from there, boom. We're now mixing this up. I could really do with a rotational speed controller here to make it a bit faster. Do we do that? That could be good. That's not that fast right now, is it? I can't do it directly though. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare to do. So I think what we have to do is maybe reroute this to up and over. And we put the speed controller in here. Oops. So rotational speed controller there. Let's do like 256. We can adjust that as we need. And as we see fit. Is that still going despite the fact it's got no power? Oh no, it's just stuck in the middle of it. Right, and then I want a large cogwheel. Like so. That's going to be shafts out here. Oh, that's going to be a bit more of an interesting one to work this, isn't it? We can use chain drives. Let's try that. Let's grab these more shafts that I've made. I can't remember which way I can directionally do these chain drives, whether they can... in fact, what I can do, it's not pretty, but in theory, we can, I think, do something along the lines of this. With a cog underneath. Like that. And like this. It's really not pretty, but it's way faster. And it doesn't seem to be stressing the system too badly, is it? How much stress is this using? And where are my goggles? It should tell me. 1,020. That's not that bad for how much we're creating. And you can see the lime dye is going up very quickly now. It's going up 2 at a time. And then we want a importer. Do we import? I suppose we do, really. As annoying as it is. You know, our storage system, so nice. Oh, didn't mean to take the slime balls there. Importer on here, and now we are making lime dye and putting it straight back into the system. Now, cables for that. Where can we cable it to? Just here. Oops, wrong one. Although the cabling's all ugly, it's compact enough. The shafts are a nightmare, but this system is constantly going to make us a load of lime dye, hopefully. We are in fact so back there. So I got a phone call. It's okay, it was important. But yes, we need to speed up the importer here. So speed upgrades from are they called speed upgrades, or are they called like speed cards or speed augments, or what are they? I just want to, I think there might even be acceleration on there. That's why they're annoying. At refined storage, that's the easy way of doing it. There should be upgrades because I've got crafting upgrades. Well, firstly, let's do stack. That makes it much easier. In fact, we might even not need the speed ones there then. These are, yeah, they're just called speed upgrades. I was just being slow. Let's do that. And have I got sugar? Probably not. Where was that again? There. It's sugar I don't have at all. I have no way of getting sugar. Okay, well, we won't be making any more of those speed upgrades just yet, but we'll put the stack upgrade in, and that should speed up, like, significantly. Oh, it's pulling out the wrong stuff. We wanted to only pull out lime dye. Lime dye. It's pulling out all the other dyes. There we go. I didn't think about that. It's been doing that the whole time. Is it still pulling that out? Oh, it's set to blacklist. Well, what we do now have is a whole load of white and green dye in our system. It's fine. 930. That was making a lot. Okay, well, hopefully we'll just be taking in lime dye now. That's good. Now, we need to use that flour that we've got and turn it into dough. Now, I think the easiest way would be to use fans. So we can do it in, you know, the basin, but we can bulk wash them, which I think should be a lot easier. We can set up another system just like that one over there, basically, to do that. And I believe that should be a little bit, you know, I don't know. We'll get more done at once for definite, but it is a nightmare to do. Let's just do this. Problem is it's so bulky. There's probably a better way to do it, but I don't really know it. I'm going to teach this to make encased fans because I'm going to keep needing them. So to make an encased fan is like so. To make a propeller is like so. There you go. Now it knows how to do that. Put them in there. Encased fan. Can we make like 10 of them? Yep. That's good. We should only need like 4 or 5, but this is going to be belts. So belt, 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 and belt. I don't know if this is even going to be slow enough or not. Then we're going to need a way of inputting them. So these do actually need to be slightly longer. Oh, the fun. Let's put it this way. We'll have 4 brass tunnels, are they called? Tunnels. I'm going to teach this to make tunnels because I don't want to have to keep making them whenever I need them. Brass tunnels. Boom. Put that once again into there. So I need 4 tunnels. And yeah, that should then make what we need. It needs to make plates and stuff by the looks of it. Yeah, so there's the 4 brass tunnels. And what was the other thing we were making there? The encased fans. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of those. Perfect. So, I should actually need 1 input into this anyway. Let's just do that. Is that enough? I think it is, right? I don't know. Yeah, so then we should be able to input just into 1, and that gives us access to this, which realistically we can then just throw... is it just that plus water? I think it is, right? Is it just 1? So washing 1 plus water equals dough. So that means we can actually have just an exporter. In fact, I'm going to do an interface with a chute, because it seems a little bit easier to deal with. Smart shoot. Come on, interface, you can do it. What's it crafting? There it does. It's done. Oh. Interface. Like that. We're going to put a smart shoot there, an interface there, wire it all up, have that set to this one, wheat flour. It's going to say keep a load of wheat flour into there. And then in theory, we can have, oh, this is the harder part. Let's just use these blocks, what they call the cut cobblestone columns. That's the wrong one. Do we have a load more of these or not? Yeah, I do. So I want to be able to hold back the water, of course. So then we'll do the slab method again. Slabs. Like. No, wrong way. Need to put one more forward. Two, three, four, five. And then, oh, this is going to be actually a harder part. Let's have maybe just another belt going this way. We'll find out in a second. Encased fans, I think they go back towards me. Yep, like that. And then water. I got buckets. I have got buckets. Yeah, so the harder part here is actually going to be just making sure we cable this all correctly. Well, shaft bits. Just take a bunch more shafts, make them. What am I going to need here then? Oh, we did actually make those. Yeah, we made the grinding wheels last time. What were they for again? I don't even remember what I was doing last episode. I was making them for something. I think it might have been to do with the dyes, was it? Or maybe not. What are we trying to make? That was for slime balls, right? Well, I found a much easier way of doing it. I'll have to look back on the other episode and see what that one's for. So, I'm going to want... Let's have a chain drive just because they're a bit simpler looking. Why do you just make a change in case chain drives? Because I think they're cool. They are by far my favorite way of moving about create power. And they're actually quite easy to make. Make like 20 of them. So, from there, we've got these. So, just a chain drive on all of those. And that will then, hopefully... Ooh, this is going to be interesting actually, because we want this to be powered at a very slow speed. I'd have thought maybe we just have a speed controller on that, because then I can input anything I want. But rotational speed controller. Boom. But the issue I have here as well is I don't want these to be blowing too hard, because it's just going to... To be fair, the water doesn't do any damage, I don't think. I'll be okay if I get hit by the water when I'm doing other things. So in that case, it's going to be a cog. That. So you can only put them underneath it, I think, can't you? So have it like that. And I can just power it from the side here. So I think then if it's just... no, not like that. Like that. To there. Oh, that's actually not going to work, is it? Because... See, I thought you can then change direction on one of them, right? No. How is it that it changes direction? I think you can go like up, can't you? Yeah. That's not really going to help me. But I can at least pull out of here. into a gearbox. We're just working it out as we go. I don't know the best option here. So into a gearbox. Oops. And then can I get a belt from there to there? Does that work? No, it's supposed to be the one below it, I think. Or it wants to be the one here. Well, in that case, can we put that there, and that into there, and that into there, and that's one closer to there. There we go, that works. So, in theory now, if we can power this system with whatever speed we want, which is going to be another interesting one, whether we can pull some power from anywhere. In fact, I suppose there's this system we can pull from. Let's have another gearbox. This is going to be so ugly. This is what I mean. This is what Mal tells me off for. Mal, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Can I take power from here? I probably can, right? And then have that. Right, let's try something here. If I put that there, does this then spin? Oh, it's not letting me do it. Oh, I'm now changing my configurator. Let's just put it back to configure items. Right. Oh, it's because I'm pressing shift. It lets me not press shift. Yeah. So I can do that, and then into a vertical gearbox, which I can then turn this way. Actually, no, I did want it that way. I want it this way to then have a shaft, which I've run out of. A shaft. Like so. And then like that. That does, in theory, work. However, that is pushing and not pulling. So then we want a second gearbox. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mel. Like that. There we go. Now we just... everything over here gets pushed... oh, that's really far, actually. Maybe we don't want it to be pushed that far. But does it at least speed everything up? Let's find out how it does when there's some water here. And does it change the way it works? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in theory... oh, I've waterlogged the slab instead. So... oh, I'm changing the speed of this now. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's now washing everything. Oh, what's happening here? This is going the wrong way. That's what's happening. Rotational speed controller, please help me. It's going the wrong way. Oh, that's really bad. We're just chucking no end of... it's really slowly imports. Okay. Well, we'll tell it that. And that made it no better. That made it no better at all. Chest. That was a lot of dough on the floor, flour on the floor. But... no. By the time it gets to the end... oh, it's just turning into dough at the end. Oh, that's actually too close for comfort to turn into dough there. Any, like, server lag, we're going to have an issue. So, I'm going to slow this down ever so slightly. Oh my gosh, that's fast. Right, so then we can just put that down to like 8. Yeah, that's good. That is crazy amounts of wheat flour. Oh, I'm really buggered up there. Right. And then of dough. I need to find a way to actually catch this on the end. Because at the moment we've got like just dough being thrown everywhere. Can we just turn this all off for a second? Is that a thing we can do? Yeah. Just while we clean up. So a load of dough into there. And for this, yes, that's already even splitting, which is what I want. Yeah, so just split it across. And then can I combine it to one output using more? Let's see what this can do. Oops, don't mean to do that. No, it doesn't necessarily do it that way. Okay. If I... What's the best thing I can do here? I think just onto another belt, right? Just have them go into one interface. Or can we... How would this work? See, I don't know that it's definitely done by the time it gets to the end here. Which is why... No, I'm best off to go to like a hopper or something? No, because that's going to be way too fast. Okay, our best bet here is another belt. Unfortunately, the belt needs to be much quicker than the other one. Either that or just funnel straight into... I fear this may be the best thing. We're out of nether quartz. It's nether quartz we were trying to make. It's nether quartz we had those... Right, okay. Grinding wheels, whatever they're called. Wheel... crushing wheels. We need to crush this soul sand. Where can I put this crushing wheel? Down here would be for the best, but... Do we just have... Okay, yeah, it's 2 gearboxes, the best way to make this work, isn't it? So in, and then in, like that. And we can have a chute between them. This is a really quick fix to try and get this working. So just do a smart chute on both sides, and then 2 interfaces. This is the quickest way we can... Oh, we're out of quartz. Okay, we can't even do that. Let's grab some soul sand. Hopefully get some out of these crushing wheels, and then we'll see how it goes. Oh, this is a nightmare. Soul sand. Soul sand. Soul sand. Please give us some quartz. Please. Is that all of it through and there was no quartz in it? Are you telling me I got 0 quartz out of that? There's no way. Wait, soul sand, right? Should give us quartz. Should it not? I don't see it on... Oh, uses for so... Yeah. You should tell us, like, the... How do I get quartz? Oh no, quartz is diorite. So what was the soul sand for? What were we making soul sand for again? I don't remember. I generally have no clue. Well, I've got diorite. That's good. I can do that. What was I making soul sand for? I don't remember. This is going to blow my mind when I watch the other videos to check. There we go. Got some quartz. And let's do that and that. Into just a chest of some degree in a second. Oh. Yeah. Well, we'll put the 2 interfaces. Oh yeah, we couldn't make them. Right, okay. 2 interfaces. This is going to destroy me. Right, what do we need here? we needed... what was I going to do here again? Oh yeah, it was a bunch of interfaces and funnels. Did I make 4 of these? Oh no, I needed quartz to do that. Okay, that's what it was. So my 2 interfaces. Just tell it like, that equals that. This can keep like, well, we'll tell it to keep like 8, so it goes a little bit slower. And then where can I wire this in? Here. So this should now be making... Oh, that's a nightmare. What was I even doing? Right, we're making quartz now. This is a temporary measure because we're not making enough diorite. But we'll start making more very soon. Okay, so from there, I wanted interfaces. Let's do like 4. And then I can get those funnels. And in theory... See, that's not going to work because it needs to be here. I'm going to need just chutes. Can I place into the side of a chute? And I'll just have 4 interfaces and just hope that it goes in quick enough? How's it getting on? It's crafting all that. It's because it's got to cook bits off. That's the annoying part. It has to cook things off. Come on. One more. There we go. 4 interfaces. I believe, hopefully, and in theory, I can do that. Disconnect that, because that's not meant to happen. Oh, that means it's automatically part of the system as well, because it's connected here. And can I just... into chutes? No, because the chute would have to be here, wouldn't it? Well, if I do that, does that go into the... Oh, I don't think it does. But I think what might work, though... Oops. Is if I put the chutes here... That doesn't even connect, which is good. So chutes here. It's the interfaces down here. Where did that last one go? Oh, it's on here. Right, interface there. And does this, in theory, work? I think it does, right? As awful as it is, I think in theory this actually works. Yeah, it's putting them down into the interfaces. They don't import very quickly, though. That's my main worry. But I guess we'll find out if it becomes an issue soon. This is going to be an issue, though. We do need to slow that down. Fair, this should be easy, actually. I can put another speed controller, a cogwheel to here. To that. And then have... Oh, I'm going to need to make it really ugly here again, aren't I? Have that come off to here. And then that up to there. Like so. At least it means I can control which way it's blowing. So that's currently pulling. I don't want that. I want this to do that. No, so currently this isn't working. There you go. I think it's starting to work again now. That should, in theory, be what we need. Keeps the water self-contained. It's going into here. Oh, it's a nightmare though. I don't want it to be this quick, really. Do we switch out this just for a normal shoot, just to slow it down? I think that's probably the move. Just for now. It's going to be great for the future, but our AE system does not hold up with it. Let's just go to a normal shoot. Like so. Place that there. And in theory, should be quite possible. Yeah, it's 4 on each as opposed to 16. That makes life a little bit simpler, hopefully. And the system is working. We're finally making dough. Now, in the next episode, I hope to gosh, we'll finally have slime balls. We're making lime dye. We're making dough. I don't see why it wouldn't work, you know? There's no reason why this wouldn't work for us. So, anyway, I have been Thundie. Thank you so much for watching. This was a little bit of a longer one, I think. I don't actually know the exact time. Because I got a phone call midway through, but I think it's been almost an hour. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Thundie, you've been absolutely wonderful, and I will see you very soon. Bye!